Hi guys, I'm Nate from Good Man Racing. This is the 4Runner that we raced the Baja 1000 in, and I am working on a group buy for turn signals on this truck. If you want to get more details on that, check out the other videos that I have. Maybe the links in the description if I remember to do that, and let's get into a finer detail of the underlight. This is a plastic piece that's here replacing the sheet metal front. And what's really cool about it is that it's manufactured precisely, at least as far as bodywork is concerned. Sheet metal has a much looser tolerance in the formation of it than you would get with additive manufacturing. So even though you might have a print that fits really well on one truck, you could take the next print that's nearly identical within a few thousandths of an inch and then have a tolerancing issue, a bodywork gap, or a space gap on the next car. So if I have this piece of sheet metal here and I'm not getting it to line up well with the new body line that's coming with this part, this one's actually pretty good. Like, I intended to have that 1/4 inch gap, but if you wanted it tighter, like what I've got here, you can physically bend it and get it into that corner to make it follow the body line very tight. All you need is a little bit of patience and a little bit of heat. I did mine on the truck. I set up this mock-up so you can see it in a simpler environment. But if you look at the underlight corner right here, this is what we were talking about. We're trying to get this to match the sheet metal body on your truck. You can physically push it in like that. You see the whole thing flexing? I need to clamp that a little tighter. Okay. So you see this whole thing flexes a little bit? The back flexes a lot because of this little spring assembly in there I have designed. That's on purpose. With this area, it doesn't flex very much, but it does flex a little. And even if you just pushed it in 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 of an inch or more, you can physically match the profile of your truck, whether the sheet metal is pushed inwards on the bottom, pushed inwards on the top, or the whole thing. How do you do that? Heat gun. This is a hot heat gun. Beyond that, I got no clue. I'm going to put it on low heat. As soon as we're getting into the glass transition temperature of this thing, we've already killed all the strength before it cools back down again. But in general, take the 3D print, heat it up, push it, and hold it. And if you want it to be easier, you can. You just add more heat. So I would spring it back a little too much. Add more heat. See how it's starting to stay a little bit? You can physically fine-tune that angle just with that little bit extra heat. It's going to be around 200, 300 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be uncomfortable to the touch for sure. I'm wearing gloves because I don't like getting hurt. But yeah, once it's back down to room temp, it's going to stay flexible like it was originally. But now you can see that it's bent in a little bit. That's how you bend it in with the heat gun. All right. That's how you do it. You can't overdo it though. Let me show you. Now I'm on the high setting. Now I'm going to get it up well past its glass transition temperature to where it starts looking all puddly. Like you'll physically see it starting to change shape. And now it's super flexible. This is probably the hottest temperature I would ever want to do this at. Like I can feel the heat through my welding gloves. It's hot. But yeah, you could sit and take your time, fiddle with the settings as much as you want. Let's just overshoot it for fun. You can see how flexible that is. Yeah, it's super loosey-goosey now. But that's the idea. That's how you can bend it to make it match the fender work of your truck. I'm Nate from Good Man Racing. A couple more things. One, if you have the panel gap issue here and you would rather have it be tighter, let me know and I'll make a custom underlight for you that has a special sweep that matches the measurements you give me. That's part of my 3 times learning policy. You guys can go check that out on the website. And hey, thank you guys so much for the feedback. This is how you can fix it. But if you'd rather fix it with a new part, I got no problem with that. I get the chance to learn. I will catch you guys later. I will see you out in the desert, if not my garage. Like and subscribe for more.